got 3, that other rapper got it for shouty, he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall and shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Get with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Today, our draw features 2 from the AFC between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. One step from playing in the AFC title game. This divisional round contest is on. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
We're at 23. It's up 11.
First carry now, this is Bashal Tootin. And tough to run it just how he wants to amidst these elements. Defense on and behind that line of scrimmage. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long.
All right, let's go.
Lawrence in the pistol. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So a massive gain, and all of a sudden, we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey. Go. 11.
Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Defense hasn't really found its backbone yet, but maybe just a little sliver of light between the clouds here as they bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, you're not going to likely keep points off the board, but if you can come through with one more stop and limit it to a field goal, yeah, that's at least something to build from.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And the gain's good there, partner. A nice 7-yard effort, but they're still well short, and this is going to be 4th down. The Jets take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, as a quarterback, you've got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal.
24. John, this side. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish up an excellent opening series. Cam Little to try the extra point. Snowy weather, no problem for him on that point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Xavier Gibson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Fields looking to throw. Set up the screen here for Hall. Has good room at the 35. And he gets this down to the 38. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here we go. Right
out of the pistol with Hall. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down.
Here we go, set high. Set high.
They go right back to Hall. Again, he hits the 2nd level. Touchdown, New York! The Jets finish up their opening drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Each round of the playoffs, Brock, getting some early points becomes more and more important. And they're on the board here in the divisional round.
Pretty tricky round for a lot of teams to get through, which makes some early momentum, to your point, all the more valuable. They're doing all they can to avoid getting tripped up before that conference title affair.
This is Trujillo to try the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Jets start off well to tie things 7-7. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, run!
Hand off to Tootin. And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
For the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Jets have it now on his 8th pick of the year. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
And tough running as the Elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Here we go, set. Start well, set. Set.
Here's Hall once more. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Here we go, set. 19 windy, here we go. Set.
Fields on 3rd. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Has it at the 11. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30.
27-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, route.
Tootin headed left. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. He's stopped after a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Hey.
Now it's Lawrence. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Hey, go, let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Jets get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. Well, that should pretty much shut down throwing his way anymore, Brock. This guy has ended each of their last 2 drives by himself with an interception.
And that's kind of the price you pay when you're playing phenomenal ball as a defender. I can remember Aaron Rodgers, primetime game, said, I'm not even throwing once, and didn't attack Richard Sherman 1 time that game.
The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
From the gun, it's Hall. Keeps himself upright. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Breece Hall with the touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
This is Trujillo to try the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. Our score, 17-7. More from MetLife coming right up. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They start out 2nd and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. Oh, and it's a fake punter with the football. This is caught. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
If they need a new emergency quarterback, Kate, I think they found their man. Seems like a call they had confidence in, and that was the perfect moment to dial it up.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. This is brought in at the 15. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. For somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Hey, Lion! Here we go.
Gets it again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error? Just a single yard to go.
Big moment here in this divisional round game, Brock, as they line up for 3rd and goal. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars face a 4-point deficit. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 3-19, gets that.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go. 222. All right.
Fields out of the gun. Cox, that's Arian Smith. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hall takes it straight ahead. Rolling into enemy territory. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Here we go. All right.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 30 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
Here we go. Green 19, good snap. Go.
And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. Has the distance, but headed well left, no good. And they are unable to double their lead.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now Lawrence. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. Tootin on 1st and 10. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40. And goes to the hurry up here. Lawrence to throw it. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Jets recover it. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
You know, Kate, defenders today are top. Don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Here we go, son. 58, look at that.
1st down throw for Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried to get that one to Arian Smith. So 2nd down coming up. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Here we go.
Final throw before the break. Throwing this for the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. The battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. A spot in our AFC Championship on the line. Gibson now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. Reaches the 40. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red zone. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
At the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Hall running between the tackles. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Here we go, son. 58, move here, son. All right.
Shotgun snap, a give to Holmes. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here we go, son. 319, 19, that. All right.
3rd and long for him here. And he will score. Touchdown, New York. The Jets throw the lead coming out at halftime. This is Trujillo to try to point after. Boy, was it close, but the point after does go through. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. That's dropped underneath. Tootin. And he's tackled for a short gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Hey, lie.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All on the 45, 1st and 10.
Hey.
Lawrence now off the play action. Vacates quickly left side. Finds him on the crossing route. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Thanks for 24.
Lawrence in the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's go.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Here we go on 4th, Lawrence. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Throwing on 1st down, Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw didn't work out the way his earlier targets have.
It kind of felt like you could see that from the booth. This defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Arian Smith. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Off play action, it's Fields. Connects on the crosser. And in a blink, they are out to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. Stopped after a gain of 2. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Jaguars 48-yard line.
Here we go. Sit high.
Running this with Hall. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Hall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
Escapes the pocket. There he goes again. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Jets have it with a lead, looking to continue their postseason run. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. 319, you got that? Go.
Fields gets it out right quick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York! The Jets can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the Jets take a 3-possession lead.
Jaguars 14.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Return starts at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Hey, run!
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Jets take over just inside the 40. They're at the opposing 39.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
On first down, here comes Hall. And He's going to continue having trouble hitting full speed running in this. He stopped after a gain of 2. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. 222, 222.
Here's Hall on the give. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Don't jump. Tonight.
3rd down give to Hall. And he does not get to that line. Looked for a moment like he might get there, but nope, 4th down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Maddox Trujillo on to handle this field goal. This from 48 on the left hash. Kick by Trujillo is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Brings in the kick at the 9. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, go. Hey, danger.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Here's a screen for 2. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Working quickly here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Flushed out now to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window, don't risk yet another interception.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Hey.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's caught at the 25. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars drop the lead back to 13. On now is Cook to kick this away. Gibson now to return. Showing a little burst so far. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. And they're going to say, yep, it's a gain of 1. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Looking to throw field. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Angel.
Fields on 3rd. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And that's gonna be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Down before the return gets far. First and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Complete right side to Washington. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
There's no question, Kate, with the big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That one was intended for Travis Hunter. So it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26. Back to the air, Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now it's 2nd down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jets have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
You knew it before this drive started, the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They start the drive calm. And he will be taken down, that much we know. Tough to see where, though. Looks like they're going to have it as a gain of 3. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket now. They've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here, 3rd down.
Here we go. You good. Blue 58, blue 58.
The pitch is to Hall. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. They get 27 on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Here's what I know, Kate. When they go back and look at that play on tape after this game, they're going to see all 11. It took every one of them. Took a good pitch from the quarterback. Don't minimize that. Pitch out in front of him, eyes by that running back down the field, and everybody blocking to create that nice chunk run.
Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets make it a 3-score game in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets push the lead to 20. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He arrived as the ball did to break things up. So that brings up 2nd down. We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Hey, Ron.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Jets bringing pressure, and they got it. They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. 3rd and long for him here. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Jets take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
1st and 10.
So the win goes to the Jets. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from New York.